My dear masters, my dear gods, my dear friends, welcome to this today's session. It is 21 days holistic wellness program, batch 2. We are going through the day 17. My sincere pronouns to Ramarsi Patriji, our beloved Guruji. Friends, today our topic is Appo Deepo bhava, the most fundamental spiritual principle and also the wonderful spiritual wisdom we are going to discuss today. So, Appo Deepo bhava. Friends, this particular statement is spelled by the great yogi from Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha, in those days, 2500 years ago, he spelled this statement, Appo Deepo bhava. So, on one instance, what happened is, in the last days of Gautam Buddha, he was in the last days of his journey on this earth planet. He was leaving his physical body. He was about to go to the higher worlds. At that point of time, he has uttered this statement. He has spelled this particular sentence, which is Appo Deepo bhava. What is the meaning of it? We try to understand. Before that, the incident took place such a way that, so his close disciple, his relative, in fact, is a close relative, is a close disciple of Gautam Buddha. The close disciple of the Gautam Buddha, his name is Ananda. So all the disciples were around him when he was trying to pass away from this earth planet. The last days of Gautam Buddha, all the shishya, like all the disciples are around him. They all assembled, and in front of all the disciples, he was trying to vacate his body. So then, Ananda is closest disciple. He was there with him for almost 40 years or so. He asked Gautam Buddha, Swamiji, you are leaving today, and we don't have any guidance after you leave this world. Who is going to guide us? Who is going to help us in our own spiritual life? So the only one statement which he has spelled, that is Appo Deepo bhava. That's the last statement of Gautam Buddha in his journey of life. After that, no more one sentence also he didn't speak, and then he left his physical body. So then the Ananda was very close to him, and he has repented and regretted. And of course, he can't do anything more than that. But that statement has given him the kind of the understanding and the great truth behind that particular statement is Appo Deepo bhava. Appo Deepo bhava. That means Appo means our own. Deepo means lamp, right? And bhava means you have to light yourself. You have to light your lamp. That means what? So be a light unto yourself. That is the exact meaning of Appo Deepo bhava. What is that exactly? We try to understand, taking many examples in the day-to-day our life. Okay. So be a light unto yourself is equal to Appo Deepo bhava. It's a Pali language. Appo Deepo bhava is a Pali language. In English, what we say is the equivalent meaning of English in English is be a light unto yourself. Be a light unto yourself. Light your own lamp. Light yourself. Light your own lamp. That's the exact meaning of this, literal meaning of this statement, my dear friends. So let's understand more about this. Let's study more about this. Let's say you are leading your life. You came to the earth planet for your own soul experiences and your own soul enrichment. You came here. And before coming here, you are the soul being, you are the energy being, the other worlds. And after you coming here, after you descended to the physical planet, you are in the physical body. But what exactly you are? You are already a great light in yourself. You are a great light. You are Atma Jyoti. You are not an ordinary person, my dear friends. If you are an ordinary person, you have to suffer for many things. See, many of the people, what we observe many people are suffering for many things. Somebody is suffering that he has got a ill health, he want to cure. Somebody is suffering that his son has not got a job, his son has not got a good education, he's not excelling in education, and the daughter is not getting married, and his son is not getting job. Likewise, many of the social conditions and many of the physical requirements, everybody is suffering for one or other reason on this earth planet. But so he's also searching outside. Where he's searching? So whenever he got this kind of problems, what will happen is he may approach the astrologer, he may approach some god. God means what? Temples. He go to temples. Until then, he doesn't go temple also. He don't remember or remind himself about the god or nothing, because his life is if life is going well. His life is going well. He's got wealth and health, everything with him. As long as that is there, he is not going to remember any god or any guru. Nothing happens with him. So then what will happen is he is leading his own life. But as we discussed yesterday, the law of karma brings and put forward some of the karmas at every instant of life, my dear friends, which is something called, discussed yesterday, sanchita karmas. So the sanchita karma, which is going to come in front of you at every stage of life. For example, an infant kid, the infant baby, physical baby has been taken the birth here. So after that, what happened? So stage by stage, if you observe, like when he become 2 3 years old, suddenly some health problem may come, and after that, if he's going through, most of the times we observe up to let's say 14, 13, 15 years. So not many problems. Exceptional cases that if that particular soul has committed the severe mistakes or the severe negative karmas, if he has committed in the past life, he may get a severe problem even in the childhood stage itself, childhood or otherwise 10 years, 15 years. No, we don't know. We don't know about it. We don't know his own blueprint and his own design, my dear friends. So when he come over here, when he come down to that, what happened? He bring a blueprint. What is the blueprint? Blueprint has got smallest information, minute information of himself and his whole life journey, my dear friends, which is already recorded, which is already designed and brought the paper back along with him, but he forgot. The reason is, so this is a Maya Prapancha, the illusion world it is. And the moment you come into the mother womb, once you come out of your mother womb, maybe 2 3 years, you remember all the things. What do you remember? You came from other world, and what for you came? What is the purpose of life? Everything you know very well. Everything it is within your own blueprint, within your own subconscious mind. But only thing is, it is accessible in that duration of time is 2 to 3 years. After 2 3 years, what happened? Your conscious mind is getting overriding the subconscious mind. So you don't operate with subconscious mind. That means chitta. Chitta is always with you. That's what the subconscious mind carries along with you, all the blueprint or design, your own design of life. It is brought with you. But what happened? It is stored in subconscious mind. Then after 3 years, what happened? So your conscious mind start developing more and more because of societal and because of parents, because of surroundings. What will happen is the child getting more and more the consciously, you will be talking, you'll be doing all the things, you'll be involving in way. So many things, outer side, then slowly forgets his own inner side. He will forget his own inner side. Otherwise, even you see, even first year, 1 or 2 years, you observe when he's sleeping also, he'll be, what he'll be doing, he will be smiling, he'll be laughing. So inside itself, he will be smiling and laughing. What will happen is, during that time, you try to understand, he's communicating with a higher self, his own higher self. So there is a higher self for him in the Karaloka, in the causal world. There is a higher self for him who has guided him. He's called a soul guide for him, my dear friends. Is always in connection with him when during the 1 or 2 years. After that, what happens? Slowly, when he's getting mingled with the outside society here, he forget everything, the inside what it is, and he forget the connectivity. He lost the connectivity of his own soul guide. Then he won't get any connection more. Any more connection he will not have it. Then he start developing his own conscious mind. Then what will happen is he forgets that he's a soul being. He came from other worlds. What purpose? What for he has come here? What is the actual his purpose of life? Everything is lost. The link is lost. The connection is lost. Then what will happen is, now we started living as per the society, as per the parents, as per the current outside demands. We started living, my dear friends. So that is why what will happen is, in fact, you are a soul being. You are the powerful light into universal. That is, you are a Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, my dear friends. You are a powerful light Jyoti which is living inside you, which is nowhere outside. The entire Brahmanda is within yourself. When everything is within yourself, where you're searching, why you're searching outside? When you keep searching outside, as I told you, so is the intent inside, so is the result outside. So that is, your intent is, the inner is intent, the outer is the creation. I explained in the previous class. So whatever is there, whatever the intent is there within you, whatever the power of thought within you, so that is going to manifest. So why it's going to manifest? My dear friends, you are a creator, you are a co-creator, you are a soul, you are a soul being, you are an eternal being within you. You don't search anything outside, my dear friends. Do not search anything outside. Problem may be anything, issue may be anything. Issue need not to be this and that and this and that, or udar and here, either udar, nothing is there. Everything is there inside, I'm telling you. There is one statement in one great statement. So within your breath, you have got a mine, so gold mine. The eternal mine is there within you, within your breath, your own breath, my dear friends. Just you need to take the help of the breath. That's all, nothing else to be done. That is why, so for all the problems, the solution is within you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the light is within you. The light is within you. That light also, it is a, you can say like, the bright illumination, like the kind of a 1,000 watt, more than 1,000 watt, that kind of Atma Jyoti, when it is within you, then why you're searching outside? Only thing you forgot it. You forgot your own true self, the true nature, Swaswarupa. Swaswarupa. The Swarupa, now we have to do Swaswarupa Anusandhana, Swasanusandhana. Swasanusandhana. If you do the Swasanusandhana, then you will get Swaswarupa Anusandhana. Then what will happen is, you remember yourself, you again coming back to yourself, then what will happen? You are lighting your own lamp. The light, now the inside lamp, inside the the highest candle of candle, highest light of candle, which is already existing within you, then you are not able to see it. Why you are not able to see it? Because your own conscious mind is obstacle for it, my dear friends. So it's a great obstacle. Whatever your conscious mind, there's a great obstacle. You have got developed the mind, that is the manasu, then buddhi, then ahankara, then chitta. Chitta is always there. Chitta is the combination of all the past lives, my dear friends. Chitta is the subconscious mind which carries all the life's information within yourself. Okay, that's why I'm telling. So the great scientists and the inventors on this earth planet, they all invented the greatest inventions in the form of dreams, in the form of whenever they go into silence, they get all the things from inside, they get outside, my dear friends. That is why I'm telling you, even whatever the invention happened, so-called great invention on this earth planet, is all about coming from inside. Nothing comes from outside, my dear friends. When like they were thinking, as a scientist, he came with certain role onto the earth planet. The universe will give certain particular function to him. Already design is done in the other higher worlds. He come here, he'll try to do some invention basing on his own wisdom, his own knowledge, what he acquired here. But that is not sufficient. Only thing is, he has to get a connectivity from higher world. That message, that kind of the information, the wisdom will be supplied or connected by higher world during his dream condition or during his own silent condition. The flash of messages will come outside. That itself has become the great inventions on this earth planet. Many a times you try to take the autobiography of all the scientists. You can observe it, my dear friends. Anyway, so try to understand. Be a light unto yourself. It means, so your education, you have to study. Your child has to study, is your education. You can't make him study, or you can't go and study, my dear friends. At the same time, you got a disease, what you need to do? You have to solve your own by your own self. That means with your own light inside, with your own, the greatest amount of, you have the greatest, this pure soul being, soul consciousness within you. It's the greatest light. In front of that light, nothing can stand. Disease, problems, issues, stress, strain, all the kind of dukkha, everything will go. Once you realize that the light within you, you have to first realize that. Try to realize that. How do you realize? Of course, by doing sadhana, by doing meditation, by doing sajjana sangatya, swadhyaya, using pyramid energy, doing all these things. What will happen? You will come to the realization of your own, the brightest light, the biggest lamp is within you. Once you understand that there's a biggest lamp or brightest lamp within you, then everything, that means what? The darkness in your life will be removed. When the light comes, what happens? Darkness will be expelled away. So that's what you need to do, my dear friends. So that is why you don't need to depend on any other persons, or you don't need to blame another person. I told you, whenever you get a result, you feel so happy. That means you feel that I achieved this, I got it. So that is ego, my dear friends. So that's what is called pride, ego. So arrogance. So you try to say that I achieved everything. It's on my effort. That's the way you speak about. So, but once you lost something, or you got into losses, or you are defeated, what will happen? Immediately you started blaming other person, your parents, or the God, or so all other outer people, all outer side people, outside conditions. You are going to start blaming it. You are going to start blaming it. That is not the way. Either you lost or you gain. For everything you are only responsible. I told many times, we create our own reality. Nobody is creating your reality, current situation, what you are into. Whatever the situation you are into, either your health is damaged, or your financially lost, or you lost your job, or you're suffering with any major illness or major diseases, all is because of your own past life karmas, current lifestyle, and the current activities or current karmas which you are committing. There is nobody responsible in this world, in this entire cosmos. Nobody is responsible. Friends, the God, that means the universe or cosmos, supreme intelligence, has given you the complete power within you. Try to understand this. So more than this statement, nothing else required for you. You yourself is the brightest lamp. You don't need to worry on anything. That is why Swami Vivekananda says the entire universe is within you. You don't need to search anything outside, my dear friends. The entire universe. Either you want a knowledge, you want a wisdom, you want music, you want science, you want the health, you want the any kind of solutions for your personal problems. Everything is within you. Why you are searching outside? What is there outside? You tell me. Outside everything is keep changing. Try to understand. It is impermanent. Everything is keep changing. What is not changing? Even your body is not. Your body gets itself is getting changed. You observe from infant to the old age. You just keep observing it. No, one day to other day, every day to day, day on month, year on month. What happens? Your physical body, shape and color and everything getting changed, my dear friends. That means it is slowly it is going to the kind of the last stages. That means your body is getting old, and slowly is going to get into damaged condition. Like, so that is why. So what you can say is, whatever it is eternal within you, that is there with you. You don't need to search anywhere outside. Okay, that is already embedded within you. That is the universal plan or cosmic plan, my dear friends. When that is given to you, why do you worry about all other things outside? So that is why anybody, for example, a class teacher is teaching a Sanskrit, for example, right? So what will happen? A student is sitting within the class, and is not able to focus properly. He doesn't have concentration. He doesn't have guri. That's what he say. So Ramana Maharshi says very well. So what he says, guriye guru. So who is the guru for you? Actually, the class teacher, he keep on teaching the class. Some people capture properly, some people grasp properly, some people doesn't grasp at all. So what is the reason for that? The concentration is the matter. What is ekagrata? What kind of amount of concentration? What kind of guru you have? Guriye guru. So guriye guru. So your ashraddha, your non-concentration is your enemy. Your concentration is your friend, my dear friends. The same way, what happens is, so this application is applicable in every field of our human life, in every field, in every kshetra. This is very much applicable. Wherever your focus is there, wherever your energy is focused, so you grasp it properly, you understand it properly, you perform properly, my dear friends. So that is why in a class, if out of 10 students, 2, 3 people will excel, all other people will not excel properly. This all depends upon their own concentration, their own guri. So what the Shirdi Sai says, Shraddha Saburi. So if you have Shraddha, you have dedication. Shraddha means concentration. So what you put a concentration, Saburi means devotion and dedication. If these two things are there, everything is possible in your life, my dear friends. You don't need to repent for it, you don't need to worry on, and you don't need to beg anyone. You're not a beggar, my dear friends. You are a king. Why do I say, why do you use this word king? You are a king because you have that the brightest lamp, The eternal soul is within you. You are that eternal soul. So if you see, this body plus soul is human being, right? So what will happen is, if you minus this body, physical body, if you minus it, then you are remained as a soul, right? The soul is always there. It is here, it was here, it was there, it is here, it will be there. So that is the power of this eternal soul, my dear friends. That is why what happens is, now you have to realize yourself. Once you realize yourself, you can get out of all the issues, all the problems. You can become a greatest person. You can become a greatest scientist, great business person. You can become the great farmer. You can become anything. Only thing is, you have to realize first what is there within you. So that is why, so always focus on all these things. These are the things which I'm trying to explain you, my dear friends. So suppose if you got a disease, where you have to go? So you are going to doctor. What it does, he can't understand your disease first of all. Why it has come, from where it has come, how it is started, when it is started. Can he understand all these things? He doesn't know. The reason is, you got the disease by yourself. The doctor has not given the disease. What role he has got in curing your disease, my dear friends? He can never cure your disease. I'm telling you. You write it down. He can only manage, he can only control, he can use some suggestions, but he can't take away your disease from the roots. He can't remove at all. So how can you remove it? Only you can remove by your own sadhana, by your own lifestyle, by your own methods of life. That's all. So what is there in it? So that is why, so doctor can never cure your disease. He cannot take your karma outside, my dear friends. Why the disease has come? I told you all in yesterday class. It is the previous karmas is manifested as a disease through your etheric body patches. It gets manifested into the physical body, then it become a disease. So then what will happen? So once the disease has come from whom? Disease has come by your own karmas. Then what will happen? You have to find the root cause for it. You have to remove the root cause first. So how do you remove the root cause? The root cause is your karma, previous karma, equal to the energy patches, energy blocks within etheric body. Then now you find a way how to remove this energy block. That's all. That's all you need to do. Whatever the etheric body patches, the energy body, whatever the energy blocks created because of your past karmas and current lifestyle, what will happen is, these are started way back about 3 to 6 months. Slowly after 6 months, by the end of 6 months or 3 months, the disease gets manifested physically. The disease doesn't happen overnight, my dear friends. Maybe cold, cough, all these things, a bacterial viral infections may come. I mean, like, in an acute way, shorter way. Immediately they may come. But all other major illnesses or chronic diseases will be happen to you only because of your fast life karmas, which will get slowly translated in the period of 3 to 6 months within your physical body. That is why now the solution is within you. Where is the solution now? Solution is not within the doctor, in the hospital, or in a super specialty hospital. That is nowhere there. What you have to do, you need to understand meditation, start practicing it, and then slowly getting more and more cosmic energy. And when the more and more cosmic energy enters, when you go into deep meditation, your sadhana becomes more and more, you get more and more cosmic energy. Then what will happen? You will be able to remove your energy body patches, the energy blocks from your inside. Then slowly you become well. That means your wellness and your health will slowly getting improved, and then the disease will be rooted out from its basic roots. That means from the roots, the problem will be removed, the disease is healed, then you will become a healthy person. So this is how you need to do, my dear friends. You don't need to go to approach a doctor. What does he can do? He doesn't know about himself more. He is only know that he has studied some medical science, and then he became a doctor. He has got some outer tools and he's using it, and he's trying to repair the body. But what does he know about soul? What does he know about the seven body system? And out of this bodily system, how the soul evolution happens, where from this, all these issues are coming out. So even your financial difficulties, you don't need to approach a astrologer, ask for his help, beg for his help, nothing required. Just close your eyes, sit in the meditation, start exploring inside, go and access your own the brightest lamp, 1,000 watt bulb which is there within you. Just go and take that, go and take the rescue of that particular bulb. What will happen is, all your darkness in your life, darkness can be anything, problems, issues, diseases, the kind of suffering, all the darkness will be completely removed. It will be vanished in the presence of that the 1,000 watt candle bulb which is within you. That is your soul, your eternal soul, my dear friends. So now let's understand some more about this. So what other the great yogis said about the same Appo Deepo bhava? In the place of Appo Deepo bhava, Jesus Christ said one statement, as I explained in the previous classes: as you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap. So this is the greatest statement used by Jesus Christ, my dear friends. So what will happen? The explanation of this is again, so you are putting one seed, mango seed, the mango fruit will come. If you are if you are planting a bad karma, then the bad result will come. The effect will be happening. So that's the same way. The bad, whatever you are planting today in the ground, the same kind of tree will come out. So there is a mango seed, the mango tree. There is a bad karma, there is a bad effect, the bad result. So likewise, my dear friends, there's nothing else will come other than that. Okay, whatever you are doing, whatever you are planting inside you, that means I have planted one big thought within me. What is that big thought? I want to enlighten so many people. I want to give the spiritual education from Mahavatar Foundation, from PSSM. So my Guruji's philosophy, I want to share to as many people as possible. That is the plan. That is the one big thought, one strongest thought, one powerful thought I planted within me. That means in my inner. So the inner is planted with that kind of thought. My inner is a ground, like a physical ground, like earth. So my inner is also one ground. So wherein I planted a powerful thought, which is I want to educate, the spiritual education, the enlightenment. I want to share, I want to give as many people as possible on this planet. This is a thought I planted. Then what will happen? The result is also similar. That is why you're all here. You connected to me, and you're learning from every day by day. You're learning the good amount of spiritual wisdom. I'm able to teach you. You're able to learn. So that is how, my dear friends, everything will happen from inner to outer. There's nothing from outer to inner. Never depend on anything outside. Only you can depend on emergency cases. If suppose somebody is fall into the emergency, of course you can take help of the outer things, outer people, outer circumstances, hospital, whatever it may be. Is an emergency, is an exception case. I'm telling you. Then what is the all other times, all other things? What you need to do is you got to depend on only yourself. You never depend on others. You never got to depend on other people. Only you will depend on your own self. It will solve your problems. Obviously, in a simple way, all the problems will be vanished because of you are depending on your own, the highest brightest lamp within you. So friends, so likewise, so you understood, the as you sow, so shall you reap. This is the same thing. It's similar to the Appo Deepo bhava. Whatever Appo Deepo bhava stated by Gautam Buddha, so Jesus Christ also stated, as you sow, so shall you reap. Similarly, if you find the instance, you take the instance of so something, like Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, what it is said, my dear friends, Udaredatma Atmanam. That means Atma Avasayaditem. That means there is one great statement. So we need to understand Udaredatma Atmanam, Udaredatma Atmanam, Atmanava Avasadayet. That means the statement meaning is Udaredatma Atmanam means like you have to enrich your soul. Nobody is there outside to enrich your soul, my dear friends. So, a soul within you, you have to enrich. So, that is the greatest statement used by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Udaredatman Atmanam. So, Udaredatman Atman means Atma. Atma means your soul. Udaredat means you have to enrich. So, you do yourself. Nobody is there to do outside to your enrichment of soul. At the same time, you should not make your soul down in the qualities, or you should not destroy your the soul qualities. That also you must not do it. That is the meaning of, so particularly Atmana Vasadayet. That means you should not kill the qualities of your own soul. That also you must not do it. If you do like that, what happens? You are traveling in a negative direction. That means your soul qualities, you are downing it, you are downgrading it. How you are doing it? By resorting to the bad karmas. If you resort to the bad karmas, bad thinking, bad voice, bad speaking, so that's what I said yesterday, trikarana suddhi. So if you don't maintain that, what will happen is you're slowly making your soul qualities downgraded, my friends. So that's what it happens. So let us not do that. So that also we should not do that. So that is why we have to depend on yourself. So the three statements we discussed majorly today: Appo Deepo from Gautam Buddha, as you sow, so shall you reap from Jesus Christ, and Udaredatman Atmanam Atmanam Asadayet. So that is from Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna. So my dear friends, likewise, when you try to understand this subject, so which is going to be like, everything depends on you. Everything depends on you. You have everything inside you. You don't need to depend on anything outside, my dear friends. So that is why what you have to do, you have to practice more meditation, and more energy you take and get more spiritual wisdom. So as you are traveling with the spirituality, day by day, what will happen? It will grow, right? It will grow, and one fine day, the other day, so then you have more amount of wisdom, more amount of spiritual energy, you have a more amount of cosmic energy within you. Then you will be able to understand your own soul consciousness. You'll be able to realize basically what is the problem for the entire human being. What exactly the problem is? We lost the connectivity. We lost the connectivity with our mother. These are thing happened to all of us, my dear friends. So in this society, what happens is we came here as a soul beings. We lost that connectivity now. So when you lost the connectivity, now you are searching for it. You are searching. You are searching outside, outside, outside. There is nothing outside. Outside, everything is impermanent. It keeps changing. Whatever keeps changing, how do you depend on that? How do you get a support, take a support of it? You can't take a support of it. You see the nature. So the nature kingdom, if you observe, no, the human, all the animals and plants and mineral kingdom, they are already in connection with the nature. That means mother nature, and you can say like supreme intelligence. They're always in connectivity, my dear friends. That is why they never suffer. They never go to hospitals. They never get any kind of suffering. So did you see any kind of a tree which is suffering, or which is which is crying, and which is asking for begging for help outside from anybody? No, only the suffering which is given by human being again. We are giving suffering to the human being. Sorry, for a trees, for an animal, for a mineral kingdom. We try to give always suffering. We try to introduce suffering into their life by cutting off, or by using for our own the needs and requirements. But never the plant kingdom or animal kingdom will never cry for help. It never come. It never beg for others' help, my dear friends. Why? Because it has got everything connected to the universal consciousness. It's always connected, my dear friends. Whatever their food, their sunlight, their energy, whatever they wanted, they depend on particularly with the nature. That is why they're all happily living, and they have no law karma, they have no free will. The important thing is the human being is given with the free will. So with the free will, what happens is you must use that free will in a positive direction always. To think miraculously, to do the things in a miraculous way, to commit the miraculous deeds. We must use our free will in that way. What will happen is then, so obviously you will, time to time, what will happen is your inner growth will happen. So your free will is used properly in a miraculous way, then your inner strength will be improved much, and you can solve your problems. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to go approach anybody on this earth planet, my dear friends. So that is why we need to take a message. We need to take a message from the animal kingdom or a nature kingdom is always be in connection with the source. You think that source means your mother, father. So in fact, the God has given a representative of himself, in the initial stage of your life. Who has been given for you? Mother. So the mother is the representative of the higher, the higher self. So she is the representative for you, who is standing before you, who is taking care, nurturing, is she helping in the infant stage to the kid, and the kind of the growth, when the growth is taking place within your physical body, she's helping for everything. She's a representative of God now. So that's what it is given. The nature has created the situation. Every mother will not leave his children in the early ages. Maybe after some certain years, once he become individualized, then what will happen? You'll be doing yourself everything for thinking and doing, and kind of any performing of anything outside task. When you are started doing your own self by your own way, then the mother starts losing up or giving up the kind of roles and responsibilities. Slowly you will be picking up, and you'll become slowly the young and adult. Then you take care of everything. So likewise it happens, my dear friends. That is true for in the beginning. But who is the so beyond that, there is one more connection which you always need to keep. Even when you are growing up in the infant stage, of course you have that connectivity always there. So that is up to 3 years period, 3 years of your infant stage. You always have connection. That the soul connectivity, the communication, soul communication with your higher self, you always have it, because you came from here, you came from there. You also know what exactly you need to do in this life, why you came here, what are the qualities you want to improve. You know very well. Nobody need to tell you. But the problem is after 3 years, then when the society mind is improved, your mind is driven by the society, the parents and all outside things. Slowly, what happened? You forget it. You are disconnected. Now you have to come back again. So when you come back, and again when you start establishing the connection through your sadhana, through your meditation, right? So that is, my friends, try to understand. Your own mind is your enemy, your own mind is your friend. When you are not doing meditation, your mind itself will become an enemy. You yourself become an enemy for you. No other outside things or outside beings, outside people, they are not enemy to you. They are always friendly with you. There's no problem in it. Only the problem is within you. That means when you're not doing meditation, when you're acting out of your own ignorance, that is ajnana. When you have ajnana and when you have ignorance, so with which you are operating, what will happen is you become an enemy for yourself. So you're not doing practice of meditation, you're not getting any vijnana, you're always in the ajnana, and you are leading the life with the ignorance. What will happen is you started committing so many sins, so many karmas, all the negative karmas. The negative results will come, bound to happen. Then you suffer. Then suffering from diseases, suffering from financial difficulties, or relationship issues, or the job issues, professional issues, whatever it may be. Everything is because of your own. That's why we say we create our own reality. ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಸ್ತವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇ ಕಾರಣ. ಯಾರು ಕಾರಣ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಈ ಭೂಮಾದ ಈ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಸ್ತವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇ ಕಾರಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. Suppose for example you have started eating non-vegetarian, what will happen in whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to learn in 50 lifetimes, in the 5 lifetimes, you'll be able to learn in 50 lifetimes. The soul journey gets extended because of what you are committing a himsa on the animal kingdom, where you kill and you make them to you make them suffer physically, and you are giving the great himsa to them, and out of that you are eating the flesh and chicken, mutton, whatever you are eating non-vegetarian. What will happen now? You are giving lot of himsa, lot of the cruelty towards the animals. So all that, because of all that, what happened? So whatever you need to learn in 5 lifetimes, your amount of learning will be extended for next 50 lifetimes, my dear friends. That is how it happens. The reason is, whatever the cruelty and sins you have committed with the animal beings by doing himsa, you have to suffer all that in every lifetime. Whenever you get a suffering, what will happen? Your growth of the soul will be lesser always. Suppose in this lifetime, so I started learning meditation. I started my life as an infant and growing. I do education. I do the kind of a job, I get it, and then get married, get children. Everything is happening, right? But so is it a smooth journey? No. All of a sudden you got a headache, or you got a cancer, or you got BP, sugar, out of nothing. Nothing come from outside, my dear friends. Nothing comes from the sky. You never think that something come and fallen on in your lap from the sky. Everything happens from inside to outside. I already told you this. The same way, so why it happened? All these karmic blocks are within you. Within you, the karmic blocks are stored within the etheric body. Where from? From all the past lives, from the current life also. Maybe from the current life, whatever karmic patches you are creating, you may be experiencing these karmic patches, the effect of these karmas. You may be experiencing the effects of these karmas, may be reflected in the next life. But one must go through this, one must experience it. You can't escape out of it. Only when you can escape, committing to the niskama karma, when you get self-realized, then only you can come out of these karmic effects, or the karmic debt, karmic bondage, or karmic cycle of birth and death. Everything will come out of it only when you become self-realized, and when you start doing the niskama karma. Don't expect the proofs, do your duty, do your karma, do not expect the results. That's what Lord Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says. So it means, friends, you try to understand. So whatever the non-vegetarian you are eaten, whatever the amount of animals are killed because of the ignorance. So what happens is all that becomes a karmic patches, which are very much stored within your etheric body. So they are ready to reflect at certain point of life. Need not to be at the infant stage, my dear friends. Everything comes at different stages of life. Okay, suppose if you have killed some other person in the past life, what happens is, so in this lifetime you may get into a major accident, or you may get some kind of a bigger issues, and then you'll also be killed. or any kind of such kind of, depends upon, there are a lot of equations for calculating this. That all is done by the universe. That means supreme intelligence. You don't have much control on the kind of calculations, the kind of introduction of the karmas are different stages of your life, my dear friends. So, but definitely the karmas are introduced as a energy blocks, etheric block within your body. They are going to be reflected in your own lifetime. So it's going to be definitely experienced at different stages of lifetime. You got to be so careful. So that means, so we try to say that we light our lamp. Nobody is there to light the lamp. So what will happen when you light your lamp? When you become the highly illuminated within you, then you understand the soul consciousness. You get in access. You get the in connected to the brightest lamp within you. That is the soul being, the soul consciousness. So then what will happen is the entire darkness will be removed. That is called Diwali, my dear friends. For us, what is the Deepavali? Deepavali is lighting our own inside lamp and expelling the entire darkness of our life, towards outside. You're expelling it out, and you are being, and you are connected to the brightest lamp. You are lighting the brightest lamp by your own self, by your own sadhana. So then what will happen is the entire your life become joyful and blissful. So for this, what we have to do, my dear friends, we have to do meditation, we have to do sadhana, we have to always keep practicing our own meditation, our own sadhana. All these things we must continue doing it. Then everything will happen, my dear friends. So let's try to do meditation now. Let's go to the meditation. So all we need to do is sadhana and meditation in our own life, in a daily life, my dear friends. So that's going to illuminate, that's going to light your lamp. Okay, you are going to light your own lamp. So nobody else required by doing your own practice of meditation. Let's go into meditation. You already know meditation. Please start sitting in meditation. Close your eyes. Switch off your lights. Close your eyes. Cross your feet. Cross your fingers. Fingers into fingers. Sit erect. Your back must be erect. Take a support of wall, otherwise chair. Sit comfortably. Sthira Sukha Asana. We need Sthira Sukha Asana. That is yoga. That is Dhyana. That is the asana which is required. Sthira Sukha Pranayam. Sukha Pranayamam. Sthira Sukha Asana. These two things will give you the stability in the breath as well as your physical body. Your physical body is stable now, comfortable, and you are connecting, you are observing your breath now. Start observing your own natural breath. Closing your eyes, crossing fingers, crossing feet, then sit comfortably, start observing your own breath. Your own breath, start observing it. Start observing your natural, simple, general, tender, soft breath. There is no forceful inhalation or exhalation. No force required. Generic breath. Keep observing it. At your nose tip, at your exact nose tip, keep observing it. Be an observer. Be a witness to your own breath. We have a huge minds inside your own breath, my dear friends, which will light your lamp. Your breath will light your lamp. Your own breath will lighten your own lamp. Nobody else required. No support is required from anything outside. If you do more meditation, the brightness of lamp is more. If you are doing less meditation, your brightness of the lamp is lesser. Hence, increase your meditation, increase your sadhana, then the brightness of the lamp is also much higher and higher. Then all the darkness within you will be expelled away, will be vanished. Then you become brighter, brighter and brighter. The complete illumination will happen in your life. Be with your natural, simple breath. Keep observing at your nose tip. If you get any thoughts, cut the thoughts right away. Come back to the breath. Do not travel with the thought. You always doing conservation of energy, bodily energy, mental energy. Start doing more and more conservation. By making your body stable, sthira sukha asana, closing your eyes, you are conserving 80% of energy. By crossing your legs, 10% of energy. By crossing the feet, 10% of energy. Your 100% of body energy is conserved during meditation. By stopping the thoughts, by observing the breath, you are conserving 100% of your mental energy. That's when your entire system energy, body system energy, human being, your entire system energy gets increased. Then your soul eye, third eye gets activated. All the Nadi Mandal Suddhi, cleansing of your entire nervous system, Nadi Mandala, within the etheric body starts happening. All this depends on your own sadhana, amount of practice, quality of practice, deepening of sadhana. Your deep sadhana only brings all these things. Nothing else from outside. Everything from inside to outside. Inner is the intent, outer is the creation. We are a co-creator, my dear friends. We are a co-creator. When you are a creator, you can create what you want outside. You want a job. You want a good life. You want good health. You want good relationships. You want a sadhana. You want a good spiritual wisdom. You want to gain great spiritual wisdom. What you want? What is the wish? What is your thought? What is a powerful thought inside you? All that can be created by your own creative power, since you are a co-creator on this earth planet. You can create everything, bad, good, worst, miraculous. Everything you can create. It all depends on your inner intent. Intent, your own intent causes the creation outside. Be with your natural breath, incoming and outgoing. This is Anapanasati meditation. In breathing, out breathing, you are with them. Final 2 minutes, last 2 minutes of meditation. Be with your natural breath. Last 1 minute, final 1 minute of meditation. Last 30 seconds, final 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds, final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place your both hands on your eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly remove your hands and slowly open your eyes. So yes, friends, now let's discuss about the holistic lifestyle. Today's our topic is edible oils, cooking oils. So basically, why the cooking oils are required? Cooking oils are required in our day-to-day life in order to get vitamin E and antioxidants which will fight all the free radicals inside your body, keep your immunity always higher. So this is a requirement of any cooking oil. So especially in the olden days, what are the oils we are using? So that is Ghana oils. We are using only Ghana oils, my dear friends. So the Ghana oils means like they are generated out of the farms from the farmers, directly from the farmers. We used to get those oils. We were not having this kind of so-called all the refined oils. So friends, what happened is as the time goes on, as the kind of corporation and globalization started happening, so many of the companies came forward and they start telling about the untruth, like they try to give a propaganda that all your Ghana oils, whatever the original oils we used to get from farmers, they're all not refined. So because of they are not refined, you will get the highest cholesterol. If you get a cholesterol, then you get a lot of other problems, heart attack, all these things. So many of the things like that, the untruth is being propaganda. Propaganda has been done by all these so-called big companies, and also they use a lot of the big celebrities in order to advertise about their refined oils. Basically, we need to understand what is the refined oil, how it will be produced. If you try to understand all that, then you will know the fact of the truth behind these refined oils. So especially the refined oil, all these companies, how do they generate the refined oil? In the two ways. There are two ways to generate the refined oil. The first way is what they do is they take any seeds. You take a groundnut oil, or you take a coconut oil, whatever they are selling outside, sunflower oil, all these oils, especially, they are manufactured such a way that first of all, there is something before manufacturing this oil. What is the major ingredient within that? The refined oil is white mineral oil, my dear friends. Where from it comes? When they are doing the process of diesel and petrol generation, right? At the time of petroleum and diesel, the process while generating that, what they do is particularly out of their the entire process, the leftover oil. That means after getting diesel and petrol out of the raw crude oil, so then something will be left over. Finally, at the time of extraction, there's a final leftover wastage that is called white mineral oil. So now, what happened is these mineral oil companies, the big companies, corporate companies, they didn't have any option. So they were earlier they were throwing this the wastage oil, the white mineral oil. So they were throwing in particularly in sea and all they were throwing. Then what happened? The fact has been there's one particular agreement has been done between all the countries. So because the aquatic life in the ocean it is getting died because of this wastage mineral chemical oil. So that's why what happened is now slowly the scientists got an idea how to use this mineral wastage oil, almost like one third of their diesel and petroleum. So that is a kind of amount. For example, if they are extracting 1 liter of petrol, 300 to 250 to 300 ml of this wastage mineral oil comes out. Then where do they use it? They have to throw it out. So there's no option to throw anywhere. Then what they have tried is by giving grants to the all the scientific community, so researchers, they invented a way that so this can be treated, apply the lot of the different chemical process to remove the smell, remove the kind of the all the odor and smell. By to remove that, use different chemicals to treat all these things. Then the same thing can be joined, or they say same white mineral oil can be mixed with the original oil. For example, they are packing as a sunflower oil, one liter of sunflower oil. What will happen is 70% this mineral oil will be there, 30% of your the so-called sunflower, groundnut, coconut, whatever you wanted. So they are selling everything outside, right? So that particular the commercialized oils, they will have 70%, 70 is to 30. 70 is that mineral white oil, then 30 is the actual oil. So this how this is manufactured, my dear friends. So what will happen now? This is one of the dangerous situation wherein you are taking the mineral oil on a regular basis. What happens? It leads to cancer. All the cancers today's all the cancers because of the consumption of this particular the corporate commercial oils which are available in the outside supermarkets, especially, right? So try to understand the other way of manufacturing this oil. I will tell you. So the what they do is they try to take the wastage of all these non-vegetarian companies. Many of these, the so-called animal livestock companies, all these things, there's a lot of wastage comes out of the non-vegetarian companies, right? So then what happens? They take all that, they try to convert into something called, they generate out of all this wastage, they generate the dalda. There's something called dalda will come out. So animal fat, animal wastage, all these things. So the dalda will come out. So this dalda, they are going to add in the other oil, whatever the oil you are talking about. So they will add into that. So that's also very dangerous. What happens is all these animals fat will have this kind of steroids and hormones they use for all these animals, right? What happened? The animal industry they are using for extra the farming industry or sorry dairy industry. They use highest amount of steroids and hormones. So these are all chemicals. They all go into the flesh of the and fat of the animal. That is what they are going to get. From that, they are generating the dalda. That means it also got all that residues. So, which is very, very dangerous to your own body. So, it's not at all good. Even they say the original refined oil, they say refined oil means they use, particularly they say that, so we have a original refined oil. Somebody says, let me explain you how that is extracted. So, first, they take, let's say, one particular seed, a groundnut or a sesame or a mustard or a, any seed what they take. What they do is they try their mechanism of extracting the oil from the using this refinery method is the Ghana method is whatever possible amount of the oil comes out of the Ghana method is the Ghana old method is they extract it at a low pressure, at low temperature, and the nature of the oil is not changed. No chemical actions are not changed. Even the antioxidants inside the Ghana oil is not destroyed, is not killed. So what happened now? Because it's a refinery method, what they do is they take one particular seed, means they want to extract 100% of oil from that. Because they want to commercialize, right? This is a commercial activity. They want to utilize the 100% oil within the every seed of oil, every seed, my dear friends. What they do, they apply highest amount of pressure, the highest amount of the heat they apply, then the entire oil comes out of the each seed. Then finally what happens is the problem here it happens is because of this highest temperature, the highest pressure they apply, the actual nature of the oil gets the metamorphosis happens. That means it gets changed. So then what happens? Antioxidants will go and your vitamin E will also go, and it is not useful anymore for bodily consumptions, my dear friends. So then now, what is the alternative? What are the better alternatives you can search for? So try to see, even for the kids, I told in the previous classes, especially. So you need to give some, in a week time. For example, in 1 week, you give one sesame laddu, and you give some, the kobri. That means wet coconut with jaggery. You give along with that. Ask them to eat. Now and then you give. I told you that one fistful of, the groundnuts soak in night, and then next day morning, once in a week or twice in a week, you give them. So this is going to give all the kind of antioxidants. The sufficient amount of vitamin E also comes to them. So there's also one kind of practice every parent must start doing it. At the same time, my dear friends, so try understanding there is one thing called cholesterol. All these refinery companies, all the great corporate companies, they talk about cholesterol. So they always use this word, and then they made all our the original oils go out of our life. They made it like that. That is the kind of marketing activity they have done very successfully, my dear friends. What happened is cholesterol. Cholesterol is very much required for our body. What for? For your tissue building, for muscle building, for all the operation of your own organs, the cholesterol is very much important. It's like engine oil. So in engine oil, without engine oil, even you have petrol, diesel, but without engine oil, your engine doesn't work properly. The lubrication will not be there. So that kind of lubrication will come from the especially cholesterol. But cholesterol too much is not required. At the same time, it is required. So, but what happened is they made as a like bhuta. Cholesterol is declared and it is sold to the entire world as a one bhuta, one the kind of ghost. They made it like that. Ultimately, they made everybody mind is washed out and tuned such a way. Don't go for the all these Ghana oils. They are high amount of cholesterol will be there. So that's all they used words. So then we all forgot the Ghana oils, came to the refined oils. I told you refined oils are so dangerous. So right away, their ingredient itself is not suitable to our body. That is why cholesterol is required. Cholesterol is always essential to the required level. Need not to be highly. That means too much oil also not required, my dear friends. In day-to-day life also, I'm telling you, add some oil and alternative to the oil. I also told you, you can use these nuts, all the ground nuts and kobri, all these things. You start eating it. Sesame laddu. Start eating all these things. It will also supply some kind of required vitamin E and antioxidant. Everything comes to your body. So too much oil also not essential, but it is required. Lubrication is always required. Cholesterol is always good for the body, not bad for the body. So it need not to be higher in the quantity. That much I can tell you. At the same time, what are the different oils, Ghana oils we have to use? See nowadays, Ghana oils also came. The wooden, the olden methods, and as well as they also invented some machines to extract this oil. So in the form of in the same like Ghana oils. So in the cities also, so they will try to extract that oil at the rate of 70 degrees temperature. It is not much temperature. If they maintain up to 70 degrees temperature, the oil will not be modified. So the pure oil you will get it, not a problem. Especially you try to understand, my dear friends. If you purchase a groundnut oil, sunflower oil, you will get about 180 to 200 rupees. In fact, the ingredient itself, if you use 3 to 4 kgs of groundnuts, you may extract 1 liter of 1 liter of the actual oil, the groundnut oil or sesame oil, whatever it may be. In that case, the 3 to 4 kgs of groundnut, it costs about 350 rupees. Then how do you get a 1 liter of groundnut oil outside, what they're selling for the rate of 100, 200 rupees or 150, 200 rupees? It is highly impossible. It's all about what I told you. By adding that white mineral oil, they're able to generate it. So obviously, they're able to give at lower rate or cheaper rate. That's what everybody is attracted to. And you're instead of spending to this good quality food, you are going to spend for the hospitals huge amounts, and sometimes the life is also lost. Once you get a cancer nowadays, you try to understand many of the cancer patients undergoing the severe pain and severe amount of the treatment going on, and then you'll be spending huge amount of lakhs of amount of money for just for your hospital expenses. Is it required? Try to spend your money for quality food, the quality oil. So friends, do like this. So likewise, so you can if you start doing it like this, then all your health will be in your hands. You don't need to worry. You don't need to depend on other people. So go for the Ghana based oils. So this much I would like to tell you. Even you try to see one more thing, one more point I want to add here. You have groundnuts on the top of the groundnut, the layer what is in the light reddish color, right? So it has got there is one chemical within that. That is so resveratrol. Resveratrol. That is the chemical, friends. So it's a chemical which is highly powerful chemical which is available. So what it does is so it is many of the all these kind of issues with our own skin diseases, all these things is a powerful chemical available. So one must utilize that. You should not waste it. So many a times we eat inside thing and we throw out that outside thing. So which is very powerful, which is very useful for our any kind of a skin disorders, all these things. It will be the powerful chemical, my dear friends. So same thing, and it has got a lot of anti-inflammatory, antibacteria, anti-carcinogenic substance. It is actually antibacteria, anti-inflammatory, anti-carcinogenic substance that is actually. So try to use it, do not waste it. Okay. And the final thing I would like to tell you. So try using only Ghana based oils. Do not go to these refined oils at all. It is not at all useful, my dear friends. Then other thing, one more I want to add here. Olive oil. Many people say olive oil is very good. See, try understanding where is the olive oil, where is the olive trees are grown. It is very limited region in the Earth planet. Then how come you get olive oil throughout the world, my dear friends? It is impossible. It is not possible. Why? What is happening exactly? because they same method again they apply here. Olive oil they say, but they add mineral oil, white mineral oil, and they supply you the entire world they supply. It is wrong method. Try understanding whatever the oils available in local region around you. I told you the last time, local vegetables, local fruits, and local oils which are available around you. Try using that. Your health will be always in your hands, safer, and within your hands, your health will be there. Otherwise, you have to spend a lot of amount for the doctors and hospitals. That's all. So that is why olive oil is not required for us. No more required. Many people say it's good. All this, no, don't use it. You know one thing, coconut oil is the best. After the mother milk. After the mother milk, the wet coconut. So from that they extract virgin coconut oil. So if you start eating it, I'll tell you, the fact is everybody, even virgin coconut oil, 1 spoon of that you take in every day morning. What will happen is your heart, everything is taken care. Your heart health will be maintained so nicely. So that's such a powerful thing. So only the highest amount of nutrients are available in the coconut milk or coconut oil after the mother milk, my dear friends. Such is the power of the coconut oil. In fact, many times, so many number of last 20 years, they suppressed all these things, and the American, the so-called developed countries, they have given a bad propaganda on coconut oil. They said that is high cholesterol, this, that, and all. Finally, recent times, they again published the article such a way that the coconut oil is the best oil on this earth planet. One can use it, safe and highly nutrient, and it's a powerful oil. That's what they again declared. See, in between 20 years, what happened? Many people died. Many people got a lot of diseases, and then they gone bad. So that is how. So don't believe into this, the so-called the great advertisements of this corporate industry at all. So friends, let's discuss. So go to the mudra therapy. Part of mudra therapy. Today we are trying to know Sandhi mudra. What is Sandhi? Sandhi means junction. So the junction means what? We have a lot of junctions in our body, a lot of joints in our body. So that is why this mudra is going to help a greater way for the kind of any joint pains. Any joint pains inside the body is going to relieve so very successfully, my dear friends. So that is why the Sandhi mudra is so essential. So it's particularly what it does is it's try to balance out the energy within the Sandhi, that means within the joints. Whatever the imbalance of energy happens, you try to rebuild it, so your joint pains will be successfully relieved. So try understanding what is the formation of this mudra. This mudra is practiced with both hands. In the both hands is essential, and in every hand, the formation is also different. That means the different formation in different hand. That's why you should try to observe me. So likewise, see the right hand, you take your ring finger, the right hand. Whatever the right hand is there, take a thumb of the tip of the thumb and the ring finger thumb. Both must be joined like this. And your left hand, the middle finger, that's Akashic element, thumb finger. The both are. So now you observe. So that means on each hand, the different formation is there. So this is how you have to practice. This is a therapeutic mudra. Okay, it's for joint pains. All the joint pains, my dear friends. So this mudra can be practiced for 15 minutes, followed by prana mudra. Every time prana mudra is essential. Is a prana mudra. Right? This is very much essential. So let's understand the benefits of this, my dear friends. So it resolves all the tiredness in the elbows after the long hours of work on a computer. What happened? We keep typing on computers. So a lot of pain happen in the elbows and all the elbows. So the pain, whatever accumulated, gets increased. So all the pain in the elbows released after long hours of work on the computer. So you use this mudra. This mudra helps relieve the pain in the hip joints and knee joints due to arthritis. What happened? The knee joints and hip joints, especially hip joints, the pain happens that will be removed, and especially the pain caused due to the arthritis in the joints, in the knee joints, that also will be removed successfully. Use this mudra. So the people suffering from chronic pains in the joints, this mudra resolves the pain by persistent effort. So doing this mudra efficiently and the persistently, what will happen is this relieves all the joint pains in your body, my dear friends. So this is what the mudra therapy. Let's have some sharing of experiences and questions and clarifications. Yes. Srinivas Madappa. Yes, please tell me. Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Namaste, sir.
Yes,
Uh,
please. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. For day-to-day life, what are the necessity about the oil and all? No, you have given very good information, sir. Even the cold pressed oil only I am using since 5-6 years. Is
Yes.
it okay, no, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Cold press oil is okay, good. Cold press
Okay.
oil generated from the Ghana, the original Ghana. Otherwise, in the cities also they are extracting, but temperature must be limited to 70 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one only I'm using. Very nice.
So good.
Thank you very much. And for everything, we are only responsible, and we can improve. We have to improve ourselves. Means through meditation, we can reach the higher level of thoughts.
Absolutely.
Really, it is impressing and very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
We will do that, sir.
Yes.
After this 21 days also, we want to continue the meditation means the same timings and
We'll be having the session next time also. September 1st to September 21st it will be there again. Okay. So you can join that
uh,
class also. We'll be announcing it in every group. So you can join that class again. So holistic
that
wellness
is
program, the holistic wellness program
okay.
this is a batch 2. Then we'll be starting batch 3 again. Next
Okay,
time, maybe I'll
okay.
be putting it between 6 to 7:30. Looks like many of you are not able to join on the time and all. No? I don't know. I mean, all this is a problem in the cities. Everybody comes late and wake up late. A lot of issues are there. Huh?
For me, no issues, sir. I used to get up 4:30 hours.
That's good. That's good. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you.
we have to come on time. Everybody, like such a valuable wisdom we are getting. So we should
Yes,
never
sir.
miss it.
Yeah,
No?
very.
We should never miss.
Yes, very.
Yes.
Really, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Sir, can you, Namaste,
Yeah.
sir. Can you,
Yes.
sir, I have some doubts about the
Mm.
mudra. Can you show it once?
Yes. This is a mudra. This is a on the right hand side. Use your thumb finger and the ring finger. Okay. You have to just the tip of them gently touch each other. Gently touch. And in the left hand side, use the middle finger and thumb finger. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. And
And
other three fingers should be straight upward.
right. Yes.
Keep it on your thighs and practice.
And it is known as
This is Sandhi Mudra.
Sandhi.
Sandhi. Sandhi means
Oh,
joints. Sandhi
joint.
means junction.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sandhya Vandan, Sandhya Vandan?
Yes, sir.
At
Sandhya
the
Vandan.
junction. You are doing the Sandhya Vandan at the junction. Between the day and night and day. Like that, it's called Sandhi.
Sir, shall we get the recording of the karma theory because it is not uploaded yet?
Yeah. We are going to upload today because what happened yesterday, our office was declared a holiday because of the huge amount of work we have done it in day for yesterday. That is a big rally and followed by the spiritual workshops, lot of things.
Yes, sir. I have
Everybody
seen.
worked very late. So yesterday was holiday. So today they'll upload that the day for yesterday video also. And
Yes,
today's
sir.
video also they upload, no problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You always
Because I was
you always
thinking.
refer the playlist, you will get everything.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
The playlist
Surely.
is there in Mahavatar TV YouTube channel. The playlist
Okay.
is there. Please refer all the old videos of the previous batch, this batch, everywhere. So like every video will be uploaded whenever. So you have time. Always try reviewing that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
The
sir.
reason
I am
being,
doing that.
you can't get into yourself in a, just by the class, you may not be able to get everything inside. So start doing the repetition of the same, then it will go and sit in your subconscious mind.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is what happening. When I'm hearing the next time, again,
Yes.
I'm discovering some new meaning.
Yeah.
Getting more clarity. I mean, first time hearing, we are hearing, but next time and the third time, when we are listening to it, we are discovering again the depth of it.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, correct. Right. Yes, Hemant sir. Right. And Sital, yes. Sweta Sagar.
Good morning, sir. Hemant here.
Good morning, good morning.
Sorry, I could not unmute.
Yes, okay.
So two things. One is I had very good meditation today. I actually went. I think I had astral body experience.
Very
I
good.
I was in a tunnel. It was very nice. I was about to go further more. I continued even after you said we will close in 2 minutes. I was not willing to open my eyes.
Yeah, great.
But I continued furthermore after your instructions. It was very nice. I was feeling very light. That's one.
Yes.
And second one, sir, on the thought of on all the three philosophies what you spoke, it is
Yes.
amazing. I'm actually listening to ಸೇತು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Okay.
ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಮಿ ಟುಡೇ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ಹೋಮ್, ಆಫೀಸ್, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, anything, I just make a sentence and it will happen. It is super ontra.
Yes.
Very confidence on how things are happening.
Yes. Your entire life will be in your hands.
Absolutely.
That's all.
So that is the mode. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಡೌಟ್, there is nothing like that. Very very clear. If ಹಿಂಗೇನೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ, ಇದು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. I mean, that is the confidence which is coming up. And it is all believing in self. You are the power, you are the authority, you are the God. It's a very great philosophy, sir.
Yes.
I think my wife would have told yesterday we went to Puttaparthi day before. Allu okay, sir. We just traveled. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ದರ್ಶನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ they're telling, ಓ ನಿಮ್ದು ಕಾರ್ ಕೀ ಇದೆ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, we can't allow you ಅಂದ್ರು. I went, somebody told, okay, please come. Queue, it was a huge queue. Somebody told, no, please go deposit. They jumped me in the queue and asked me to deposit the keys.
Okay.
The last person to visit got the darshan is me and my kids.
Okay.
It's actually told close. Yargo allow ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರು, ನಮಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ really got that darshan of
Yes.
Baba.
Yes.
And ಎಲ್ಲಾರನ್ನು ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೆಡಿಟೇಟ್ ಅಂದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಬೇಟ್ ಜಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ರು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆಲ್, ಮೀ ವೈಫ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಮೈ ವೈಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೋತ್ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್, ವಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಸಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒಂಥರ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಮಿರಾಕ್ಯುಲಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ, ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಸರ್. I can go on, but yeah, I just wanted to share it, sir. Thank you.
Definitely. So that's what everybody must do this. That's why we always say focus on sadhana. Right. Focus on sadhana, more and more sadhana. That's all.
Correct.
Nothing else.
Correct.
For that, what happens is you need so much explanation from all the corners.
Correct.
We try to give the wisdom from all the corners so that the faith on your own sadhana will be enhanced.
Very true.
And it will be strengthened, and it becomes a robust.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, say, I don't know what is there in your agenda, but Setu Vijnanadu Vandidra you can please cover in one day or some time.
Yeah.
That will also help us furthermore to get connected with that topic. That's also a very interesting topic to achieve whatever you want. You are in control of everything and adana.
Yes. Some of that I explained already in the part of thought power. Okay.
Correct, sir.
If you refer my video, thought power,
Right, sir.
But covered some extent,
Yeah.
but some more extent can be covered.
Sure, sir. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Pranams to you and Patriji for all the wisdom. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Okay, friends. Any more sharing? Please do it. Otherwise, we'll be ending the session now. Right. So thank you, friends. So for joining this session, thanks for giving the opportunity for Mahavatar Foundation. So namaste. We'll be joining again tomorrow. Thank you.